welcome back. As we inch closer to Christmas, our next guest believes we can change lives one toy at a time. Toys have the power to make a child feel seen, sometimes at the darkest moments of their life.
And this year, Amp Harris is aiming to put a smile on a child's face for Christmas with his annual holiday toy drive. Here to talk about its Christmas toy drive is community activist, DJ, radio host, promoter.
Jeez.
Everything.
Yeah, we couldn't even fit it all on there.
We just
put like the cliff notes.
Yeah.
It felt easier to do it that way.
I'm like, who are they talking about?
I'm sure it's hard to keep track sometimes with all that you've got going on.
You're busy. So,
but this is one of your favorite things that you do, right?
Actually, it is. It's one of the most gratifying things that I do year round. I started this like 15, 16 years ago, and it started with like 20 families, and some kind of way I'm up to 1,200 kids this year.
Woo.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a lot of work. We move into the Indianapolis Motor Speedway like 2.5 weeks out, and we're there every day. It's almost like a job. Like, I haven't gone to a 9 to 5 in I don't know how long. This is my 9 to 5 for like 3 weeks.
Plus some, because it's not 9 to 5. We know it's a lot longer
it's
than
a
that.
lot longer. I was shopping today before I came here.
Yeah.
how did you come up with the idea for this?
I grew up as the youngest of 8 in a single-parent home, and my mother always instilled in me, to whom much is given, much is required. And so for me, I've always wanted to use my privilege to give back, because I see a lot of myself in those kids, and I hope those kids can see a lot of themselves in me, to give them hope to that they soon can come out of whatever situation they're in.
When you look at how this has grown, did you ever think it would get to this point? I mean, you're talking over 1,000 kids that are going to have a Christmas that they may have never had in this way.
Yeah, again, this was like a crazy premonition of mine.
Yeah.
One day, again, started at 20, went to 300, went to 500, and then I told my team, you know what, let's just do 1,000. And they all looked at me like, how?
Like, we'll just do it, okay?
And that's kind of like how I've always done it. You know, I'm a very spiritual person, and so I follow that spirit that hits me, and so I don't depend on a lot of people. I'm grateful for the partnerships that I have. Like, since COVID, I had to pivot, which is what got me to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, because we had to do everything outside. So that's why it was important. If we did it at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, one of the other factors was I need the families to experience the track. So not only do they get gifts for their kids, they also get to drive around the track.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
because it would be weird otherwise, right? They just come out, get the gift, and it's like, you can't actually look at the track. Get out now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole part of the experience.
Yes.
And part of that is you've built with so much work and so much effort this platform that you have. And the fact that you're using it this way, man, everybody loves it. I think that's so awesome. What leads you to do that? Because you could easily sit back and be like, I'll let somebody else deal with that.
Right.
Again, I never take for granted the privilege that I have.
Yeah.
I've never taken for granted the blessings that I've been given. So I'm not defined by the titles. You know, I'm a firm believer. I believe that some people operate because of their position. I stay focused on my posture.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, again, if you're giving these opportunities to impact somebody's life through your title, I think we all have a responsibility. You know, Charles Barkley once said that he wasn't a role model. I totally disagree.
Right.
Whether if you want to be one or not, people look up to you no matter what you do. So when kids from the inner city see Amp Harris, they don't see somebody who forgot where he came from. They see someone and they feel someone and can talk to someone and say, wow, if he can do it, I know I can.
And so the initiative adopting 1,000 kids for Christmas. How were these families pre-selected?
So I work with the Bonner Center, who is my hub, and I don't ask any questions. I don't need your social security number. I don't need your phone number. I just need to know, do you have a need for Christmas? And then do you have kids 0 to 10? Once you give me that, the rest with my team, we figure out.
It's amazing what you've done, and you mentioned the people that help. How can people at home help you? Is there a way that people can step up and say, hey, we want to be a part of this as well?
Yeah, I mean, that took a lot. Like my team was always saying, like, Amp, stop trying to do everything on your own.
Right.
But I just never wanted to burden other people with my crazy ideas.
Yeah.
But now I'm getting better. I mean, we do fundraisers now. You know, I tell people if they want to make a donation, they can go to my website, which is ampharrisfoundation.org. Or they can follow me on social media under Amp Harris at any of the platforms, and the information is there daily.
We'll make it super easy for everyone as well and put it at allindiana.tv. Christmas Toy Drive by AMP. Thank you so much
Thanks,
for
Amp.
being
Thanks
a
for
friend
having
and coming and chatting with us and all you're doing in the city. We appreciate
I
it.
love it, man. I love it. I love the show, man. I love the looseness of it. It's amazing to me. Like,
And I'm the new one, so
I see.
yeah, I'm fitting in right.
I see how they just throwing you right in there.
Figure it out. AMP will make it
Thanks,
easy.
Amp.